Blizzard details Overwatch 2 2023 roadmap, including a disheartening change.
During a developer live stream today, Blizzard revealed its roadmap for the coming months. The roadmap, which was presented by game director Aaron Keller and executive producer Jared Noose, details what is coming during seasons 5, 6, 7, and beyond, plus Ultra. In addition to PvP updates, the Overwatch 2 developers also give us an idea what to expect. The long-awaited PVE experience that was announced alongside the game in 2019. Quote, as work slowly continued on Overwatch 2, we began to pull more and more of our focus and energy away from the live game and all the people that were playing it. We had people that were excited to be playing that game and they just wanted more of it. So we had a difficult choice to make. We could continue working on our original vision for Overwatch 2 without a definitive end date in sight, or change our strategy and get something in front of players sooner. We chose the latter, and we released Overwatch 2 last October with new heroes, new maps, new modes, and regular seasonal updates. But more than that, we shifted our values for how we want to develop the game. No longer would we store content up for really big releases and leave the game sort of languishing on the side. Now we made the commitment to always prioritize the live game and all of the people playing it and to devote our development efforts there. Season 5, which has the theme of, quote, mischief and magic, is currently set to kick off on June 13th. This 5th season of the live service shooter brings events and modes, including a new limited time event called Quest Watch, as well as the return of the Summer Games event. The roadmap also promises a cinematic reveal, a 5v5 mini comp season, the creator workshop mode, and the return of the on-fire mechanic which was present in Overwatch. Season 6, which is set for later this summer, is heralded by Blizzard as the single largest drop of new gameplay released at one time since Overwatch 2 launched in October of last year. Season 6 promises a new support hero Flashpoint, hero mastery, a firing range, a player progression system, and the annual Overwatch anniversary event. Perhaps most importantly, Season 6 gives players the PvE content that was announced back in 2019 as story missions arrive as part of Season 6. Unfortunately, the Hero Missions PvE mode has been cut from the team's plans. Development on the PvE experience really hasn't made the progress that we would have hoped. The team has created a bunch of amazing content, so there's awesome missions that are really exciting. There's brand new enemies that are super fun to fight, and some truly great and ridiculous hero talents. But unfortunately, the effort required to pull all of that together to a Blizzard quality experience that we can ship to you is huge, and there really is no end in sight or defined kind of end date where we can put that out into the world. And so we're left with another difficult choice. Do we continue to pour all that effort into PvE, hoping that we can land it at some point in the future, or do we stick with the set of values that we've aligned on and focus on the live game and focus on serving all of you? With everything we've learned about what it takes to operate this game at the level that you deserve, it's clear that we can't deliver on the original vision for PvE that was shown in 2019. What that means is that we won't be delivering that dedicated hero mode with talent trees, that long-term power progression. Those things just aren't in our plans anymore. Finally, we learned about what players can expect from Season 7 and beyond, which includes a new tank hero, reworks of longtime heroes Roadhog and Sombra, a new control map, a new winter event, new hero mastery missions in multiplayer, cinematic debuts, the return of fan-favorite modes, and competitive mastery heroes, a new limited-time collaboration event mode, and a new lore codex. Zach, I've said enough. Dive in, sir.
Okay. There we go. There's me. All right. Wow, that's a mouthful to say, hey guys, we've disappointed you and we continue to disappoint you because this is the whole reason that they even launched Overwatch 2. That was the whole, like, hey guys, we're giving you PvE, because we've had events in Overwatch 1 and they've been the same thing for a very, very long time. But then they're like, okay guys, we're going to, in Overwatch 2, you're going to get a skill tree. You're going to be able to go on missions together. You're going to be able to do all of this, and you'll be able to play with all the characters and level them up. And it'll be something where there's a lot of replay value here. And for me, I loved Overwatch 1, and this excited me because I was like, man, it would be awesome to get story content, get some interesting stuff within this game and see more of the universe than just the CGI videos that they put out, which are always great. They always do an awesome job on there. They're always great storytelling devices, but it's like, what if we can actually do this? So now it's like, okay, the whole reason we launched this game is actually dead now because, well, the thing we should have been doing in Overwatch 1, and we milked the crap out of that game from 2016 until last year.
Yep.
You know, putting out fresh content was really hard. So now we're actually trying to do that when we should have been doing that every year. But now we're going to kill the thing that we should have been doing. And, well, that's about it, guys. We'll put a little bit of things here and there. And, oh, yeah, by the way, the whole loot box system that actually was somewhat player friendly in Overwatch 1. Yeah, we've killed that completely in Overwatch 2. So we can have a really aggressive battle pass and try to get your money. And yeah, like that's it. And for me, I was going to jump more into Overwatch 2, but it just has not felt the same. And it was like, okay, when the PVE, I'll jump in. No PVE, guess what? It's going to happen. Zach's not going to play Overwatch 2. Yeah. That's just it. And it's like you clearly are having mismanagement issues if you cannot hit dates, if you cannot develop content for your game. And the whole reason, the whole big push for this flipping game was the PVE, and now that's gone. And it's like, y'all done messed up. You done messed up, AA Ron. You done messed up. So, it's, yeah.
Well, and you know, so my first, I get it. And this is another example of don't overpromise and underdeliver. Especially, and this is another, it's just like with, you know, how Pixel Opus closed, like how their vision wasn't coming to what Sony was expecting. And, you know, you went on this whole diatribe about how live service games are pretty much trying to kill content and kill like visions and like good games and whatnot. This is another example of why going live service doesn't always suit. And I get it. Things change, but then you don't like, okay, it'd be one thing if they were hinting at it and then they just kind of like swept under the rug and just hope you forgot that they mentioned it. But to make it like part of your whole song and dance for the initial reveal 4 years ago now, and then now just to say, just kidding, we're not going to do it. We can't, there's no feasibility behind it is bad PR. And I have a question because this popped in my head because you know how both these games, you were hyped for, you had high hopes. Everything you saw was promising. They had a lot of content and then they came out, they did their thing at launch and now they've kind of fallen flat. Which in your opinion has had a bigger fall from grace in that you were hyped for? Halo Infinite or Overwatch 2?
Overwatch 2. At least with Halo, I enjoyed the ride. Like, yes, it wasn't great overall, but the gameplay was solid and was there. When I jumped into Overwatch 2, I never felt like I was playing Overwatch. Like, it never felt the same to me. And I know it's like, yes, it's Overwatch 1.5. It just like they changed the meta so much that it just didn't feel like Overwatch at that point to me. And with Infinite, it's like this feels like Halo. The base game is there. They mismanaged everything for a long time, but at least there was a ton of fun. And the people I was playing with were really interested in the game as well. I tried to get people into Overwatch 2 and they're like, yeah, this is not for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was not there. So yeah, Overwatch 2 is a much bigger disappointment than Infinite. And, you know, I told, you know, one of my predictions is Infinite that will die this year, you know? So maybe I should switch that to Overwatch 2. We'll die this year. Right. So, yeah, like Brandon says, I installed Overwatch a while ago. Joe, I think PVE was the main reason people were going to play Overwatch 2. Yeah, 100%. Amy said, that would be so frustrating as an employee working on something just to have it change. Yeah, and because we're learning about this now, there's no telling how long this has been in the works and has changed as well. We just haven't, you know, figured that out yet and everything. So it's just, I hate it, man. Like I really do. Like I was looking forward to this mode, but hey, what you gonna do?
Maybe it won't kill the player base completely, but again, I know they haven't been officially acquired yet. They still have to wait for the voters to go through. But man, what another gut punch for Microsoft. You know what I mean? Like I know they're not they don't own the rights to Overwatch 2, but just to they're about to own Activision Blizzard, and that's under their umbrella of gonna future first party stuff. And it's still after Redfall debacle, you would think, all right, maybe they can ease up, they can get in the ice bath and recuperate. Nope, we got another knockout punch coming for you in the gut.